Yo, what's up YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chisha Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
The things I hate most about being a baby mama. Let's get it.
The thing I hate the most about being a baby mama or being the mother of someone's child is the fact that I always have to take the higher road. I always have to be the one to compromise. I always have to be the one to sacrifice for her. For the betterment of her life, I have to be the one to sacrifice. Why is it never the other way around? Why don't you have to sacrifice anything? Why don't you have to give in a little sometimes? Because you don't. You never do, and you probably never will. You're stubborn as shit. And I just don't get why dads act like that. I don't get that. It's like I always have to, give in. I always have to let this man have his way, and I hate that. Just because I want her to be at peace, because I want other people to be at peace. I don't. It's like, why can never, even when situations are against me, even when I'm hurting, and it's stuff that damages me and traumatizes me, I still have to give in. And I hate that. I mean, of course I'm gonna do anything for my daughter, anything to make her happy, anything to keep her life at peace.
That's good. That's good.
But I just hate that I'm in this situation. And people could say, oh yeah, you chose to be a baby. I didn't choose to be a baby mama. I didn't choose to be a single mom. I didn't choose that. It was just what happened. And it's what I have to deal with. But I'm still gonna complain. I'm still gonna say how much I hate it here. Because I do. I never met somebody who makes your life as difficult as a baby daddy. Nobody in my life, nobody, enemies in high school, nobody has ever made my life this difficult.
Wow.
Ever. And I hate it here.
All right, guys, you heard it for yourself. A couple of things there. Just to summarize this whole thing. Basically, this woman doesn't like being a baby mama, right? She doesn't like that coffee.
This coffee smells like shit.
But what blows my mind is you'll have women making videos like this, but the narrative that the media will paint, that'll be pushed, is it's okay to be a baby mama. Obviously, this chick's life's difficult. In all honesty, I feel bad for her. The reason why I ever make any videos is to hopefully encourage somebody to avoid this. Mostly men, to avoid putting your seed in the wrong place, first of all, but also just protecting your seed is the number one thing, right? You don't want to be in a situation where you're paying child support and you're starting a family out of wedlock. You want to avoid this. But before I talk about anything else, man, I have to mention this. I have to say this. The undertones and the very obvious lack of accountability for her to actually say, I didn't choose to be a baby mama. It just happened. It's crazy. The lack of accountability here is wild. And I'm not talking about her saying her baby daddy's making her life a living hell. I'm talking about how most women would probably say, I didn't choose this, it just happened, right? To me, it's crazy. Because at the end of the day, it's still your responsibility. There were obvious life choices that increased the chances of this happening. And as a man, you got to be aware that you can't think like this. And other women too, you can't afford to think like this, right? Absolve yourself of responsibility and say, oh, it just happened, that I didn't plan to have that kid, the condom broke, whatever. You still have to be careful because you're still going to be held responsible. And of course, the internet had a lot to say about this video in response. But listen, before I read these comments, I want to talk about the sponsor for this video. And of course, I'm talking about Tiege Hanley. Now, as usual, I'm excited to talk about Tiege Hanley. And you've probably heard me talk about them in the past. And I'm going to keep talking about them because I know the positive impact their product will have on your skin. Listen to me. I don't think a lot of you guys believe me when I tell you how much implementing a quality skincare product actually helps your confidence. A lot. Tiege Hanley makes taking care of your skin uncomplicated. So I recommend that you start with their level 1 system, which comes with all their basics. A daily face wash, an exfoliation scrub, an AM moisturizer with SPF 20, and a PM moisturizer. And to make it even more simple for guys like us, they provide an instructional card that tells you which product to use, how much, and when. And I gotta be honest, for someone like me, the card really helped. I like that coffee. Guys, skincare wasn't something I ever took seriously. I would like break out here and there and just kind of wait for it to go away. But now I have a solution, right? And it's Tiege Henley. It's what I'm showing you guys right now. It actually works. But you don't have to just take my word for it. They have over 5,000 5-star reviews from customers all over the globe. And in addition to amazing skin, members of Tiege Henley get plenty of benefits, including 20% off the retail price, access to exclusive monthly deals, pause and cancel at any time, and free US shipping. And because Tiege Henley is sponsoring today's video, they're offering my viewers a great deal. Just click the first link in the description and also in the pinned comment, and you would get 30% off your first box, plus a free gift. Guys, if you've been thinking about starting with Tiege Henley, now is the time. This is a great deal. Click the link and get started today. All right, guys, we're about to check out some of these comments of the baby mama who says the worst thing about being a baby mama is just basically dealing with the father of her kid. Who she, I'm assuming, chose to deal with, who she, I'm assuming, chose to get into a relationship with, even if it was just a sexual relationship, right? Bottom line, he was busting those cheeks and it resulted in a baby. But she hates the fact that he makes her life a living hell. Let's see what the internet had to say. First comment comes from a woman and it reads, "It's so unfair and no one holds them accountable for anything." I mean, how much more accountable can men be when it comes to their children and child support? If a man fails to pay, he literally is at risk of going to jail. I don't see how much worse it could get than that. Another comment here from another woman reads, "No one willingly chooses this strife. Baby, it's hard work. Your prize will be in the end and it will be worth it. She will see the truth, chin up love with the heart emoji." Pay attention to the wording here of no one chooses this strife. No one willingly chooses this. Yes, you may not wake up in the morning and say, I'm going to be a baby mama. But you can definitely make decisions in your life that will lead you towards that destination, right? Being a 304, this culture's hookup culture of embracing women's sexuality and hookup culture, men's sexuality, and everyone can sleep with anybody, and you not taking precautions to make sure you don't have the kid, wrap it up. And of course, who are you dealing with? If you're dealing with a bunch of pookies, then you're going to have those type of problems in the worst case scenario, which is you becoming a baby mama. But listen, it's just crazy to me that obviously these chicks are doing everything to try and avoid drinking coffee.
Put that coffee down.
Next comment here reads, "This has been the narrative since the end of time. I hear the same story multiple women. I'm good on kids, bruh. I don't want none." Hey, at least she knows what she wants. But again, the problem here is she's taking the other extremes. I don't want none. Or you could find a healthy partner to have children with. Another woman here says, "When they go low, I hit the floor. Do it just one time." Someone else responded with the laughing emojis. "Sometimes you have to. Did the noble thing for a while, but that became draining." Wow. Another person added to this thread and said, "This is exactly where I'm at." Somebody else added, "LMAO, I hit the floor." And the last comment from a woman to this thread reads, "Yes, 100 emoji. I'm not going to be the bigger person if it means accepting disrespect." These are the mothers, man, going at war with the fathers of their children. Crazy. We've got another comment here from a woman. "We as women make these decisions and choose." Finally, a woman that drinks coffee.
Like my coffee like I like my women.
"We as women make these decisions and choose if he was a provider or not. Question if you both parents are capable to provide, not just financially." So what I think this woman here is saying is, women do have the choice to see if the man can properly provide for that child. Next comment from another baby mama here reads, "I'm traumatized after one. That's why I don't want any more." Someone else responded and said, "Me either. Dealing with my son's father made me never want more." Someone else said, "Yep, I learned my lesson the first time." Someone else said, "Thanks for sharing. You are not the only one who feels this way." And the last comment reads, "Right, I'm one and done. Won't catch me doing this again," shaking my head. And I think that's best. I think that's best, right? We don't need more single mothers, I'm sorry. It's just, you're all saying it's a terrible thing to do. What about marriage? What happened to that being an option? What about, you see, the reason why a lot of women don't want to make marriage and actually building a family as an option is because it forces them to look at themselves and, like the chick in the video said, I didn't choose this. It just happened, right? They want to avoid accountability at all costs. Listen, gentlemen, protect yourselves out here. I don't care. Protect yourselves out here. If you're not ready to have a child and take care of that child, don't put yourself in that situation. Do not. Life changes once a kid gets introduced to your life, especially as a man. You have to protect your resources and your time. Listen, as always, curious to know what you think. Leave your comments down below. I appreciate you for checking out yet another episode of The Coffee Pod. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.